Hey, what's up guys? This is Justin. I'll be doing some MP7 gameplay for you guys. It is unlocked at level 74, 40 round magazine, 3 up close to kill and 5 at range to kill, and the fire rate is 895 rounds per minute. Now, I didn't do my normal intro because I got to kind of talk fast through this beginning part, but it's a regular domination game on Resistance. I am playing with my brother D-Rox9 and Mike, my buddy from Japan. Now, there were a few tips about the MP7. I'll talk about the gun here in a second, but I wanted to show you guys kind of my spray technique. I don't know if this has ever been documented or taught on any other commentator's channel, but this is kind of how I spray. Now, with steady aim, it's very, very good. So you want to put steady aim on this gun unless you use dead silence. So the spraying technique I'm talking about is that when you go wide and then zoom in really quick like a pop shot from Gears of War. Now right here, I do just a regular hip fire, okay? But then following this up right now, I get some hit markers, go back in and come back out. So in this game, you will see that when I'm hip firing, I will go wide to start it out to get the hit markers and then narrow in really close to get the final like 2 or 3 shot kill, okay? Now, that's kind of like, if it's hard to explain, if you can't imagine it, like right here, just think of the pop shotting from Gears of War 3. I don't know why I do that. It might be a Gears of War habit, but to me it seems to mow down players a lot faster because when you do the widespread, the hit box, I don't know about if that's the right term, but the amount of area you can hit in while hip firing is larger, and once I get 1 or 2 hit markers, I zoom in immediately to get that final kill, because sometimes I want to slow down the aim speed. Right here there's like 3 guys coming in. I think I can take all 3 of them, but I want to slow down the aim, and basically that's what I want to do. And then when I come back out, I want to aim really fast. So when I see 2 or 3 guys, sometimes you gotta let off the aim down sight, the left trigger, to mow down multiple targets effectively. So we'll talk about the MP7. It is probably my favorite gun in Modern Warfare 3. I'll tell you why in a second. It is unlocked at level 74, so that's kind of bad. But let's say that you have all your custom classes already. Oh, and this is a good spot if you're a camper. I'm not actually camping. I'm trying to get this flag. But it's a really, really good spot if somebody gets your back, and then your buddies from the right side can go up the street. So, MP7, I'm just playing. I'm camping my ass off right here. Well, kind of. Not really. This isn't even that bad. But anyways, so the MP7, there you go, killed from behind, just like a camper should be, okay? MP7 is unlocked at level 74, so that's a con because it takes forever. If you have all your custom classes already, I would recommend using it. And there's the spray right there. I think I'm going to call that the, excuse me. I think I'm going to call that the Nemo spray. I actually had to pause it and take a drink after that cough. So with the in and out spray, I think I'm going to call that the Nemo spray. Obviously, if somebody invented this pop shotting spray in Modern Warfare 3, I can't call it the Nemo spray. But from this day forward, it will be forever known as the Nemo spray. So you heard it here first. I use that kind of spray technique just to move faster around, okay? Probably if you use Stalker, that's probably a better option. But I like steady aim because you're able to aim down sight really, really quick, alright? We'll go ahead and talk about the MP7 right now. So, the MP7 is probably my favorite gun in Modern Warfare 3. It is clearly the best. I don't know if it's clearly the best submachine gun, but it's one of the best submachine guns. The Type 95 is the best gun in the game, but I think this gun is the second best. Now, with me, I like SMGs and shotguns. That's been kind of my deal since Call of Duty 4. So if you like to run around a little bit, I think the MP7 is the best submachine gun. There can be an honorable mention at number 2 for the P90 or the double P90 901M1 90M1, whatever that thing's called. The double P gun, it's the Paul Pierce gun. So whenever I talk to my brother and his friends, they ask me, is it the P90 or the double P90? And basically the double P is the Paul Pierce, so that's what we call it. And I think those two are probably the tier 2, the second best guns. One thing that kind of separates this submachine gun and the P90 is the extended magazine it already has. So this magazine's default magazine has 40 bullets in it, and it's 3 up close and 5 away. Oh, and another side note, I got an AC-130. The AC-130 is horrible because the beginning angle is the only good angle that you have if you're on that side. So if you're at C-spot and then you have A and B, this is kind of a bad angle to have it. So this is not a very good kill streak on this map. The Reaper for 9 kills, 3 kills less than an AC-130 is probably better, so I would recommend that. But I was talking about the MP7, and it has a 40-round magazine. So if you get extended mags, which I probably will pretty soon because this game is kind of old, you end up getting 60 bullets in a magazine. So, and the 50% ammunition bonus. So for those that didn't know, when you put extended magazines on your whatever loadout that you have, it increases your ammo count to 50% of what it normally is. So most assault rifles are 30 and 60 for a total of 90, meaning you start with a 30 round magazine and you have 60 in reserve. for, let's say you put extended magazines on a SCAR, you would be 45 and 90 in reserve. So it'd be 45, 45, 45 instead of 30, 30, 30 like the regular one. So that bonus alone is worth the extended mags attachment. It is similar to what the dual mag attachment had in Black Ops. So I know a lot of you guys that maybe aren't as good at aiming. Like, I'm not very good at aiming, so I need the extra bullets before I die. So using the extended magazine attachment, you can get the 50% ammo bonus. Now, it doesn't reload faster like Black Ops, but it is a very, very good bonus. So other things I wanted to talk about, I didn't really even talk about the MP7 yet, but I'll talk about this level. The trap on this level is actually ace. You get AC and everybody's trapped at B, which is very different than what it usually is. Typically in Call of Duty, it's always A, B, trap C, or C, B, trap A. But on Domination, the trap is AC and you trap, or you cap AC and then you trap at B. So in this bookstore, it's happened to me once, okay? And I have yet to convince the party that I play with that it's effective. It's like they don't believe me. But on Resistance, if you get trapped in B, you cannot get out. You can't go down the alley and you can't go up the street, and you are trapped and you are screwed the entire game. So if you guys try that out, let me know if it works for you guys. It definitely worked against me. Oh, I do want to talk about this. I switched to my anti-air class, and I haven't done this in my current prestige, but for most people, when they make an anti-air class, so I have Blind Eye, Assassin, and Dead Silence, which spells bad, so whenever I see that means you're bad, right? Most people, when they make an anti-air class, do so with most defensive perks in mind. So I thought, well, I don't want to waste the class, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make my regular class setup with a silenced ACR, because it's a very, very powerful gun. So I'm going to make my regular class setup, and what I'm going to do after that is use the specialist as kill streaks, because I don't really plan on using the anti-air. Like, I don't use, well, I do use Assassin a lot now, but back then I didn't use Blind Eye and Assassin very much, so I didn't want to have a wasted class. So what I did in turn was make the kill streak specialist, because my rationale for thinking was, well, I'm just going to shoot it down and change classes really quick anyway. Well, I didn't really want to do that all the time, so what I did was that I took my regular anti-air class, put the kill streaks of Scavenger, Hardline, and I think Quick Draw, and as you can see, this is a very formidable anti-air class, even though, or excuse me, offensive class, even though it's strictly an anti-air class, because if I died, I would have just switched back. Like, if you guys rewind the video, I already switched back to my rushing class already, but I just haven't died. So once I get my specialist bonus, I just keep killing, and it's very, very effective, especially on Domination, because if you get the specialist bonus like I did, you get Blast Shield, which you can pretty much cap flags with the best of them, and you get Stalkers, so if there's any Bouncing Betties or Claymores or anything like that, it'll nullify that too. So what I would suggest is that if you have an anti-air class, go ahead and try out the specialist kill streaks, because it'll save you from just like having that one lone assassin class where you don't even use anti-air or a stinger on there. So go ahead and do that. Also, another tip is that I was reading the strategy guide at Barnes & Nobles, because my girlfriend reads a lot, so I always have to go to Barnes & Nobles, and so I can't read well at all. So I was reading the strategy guide, and for some reason the strategy guide said that your maximum running speed is determined by whatever gun you have as the heaviest. So if you use, like right there, I just died, but I'm already back into my MP7 class. It said that the maximum running speed is determined by your heaviest gun, so even if it's on your back. I don't know if that's true, but that would make a lot of sense. So if you have a launcher, even if the launcher's on your back or light machine gun's on your back, you will always move as fast as that of whatever your heaviest gun is. Now in Modern Warfare 2, if you carried a riot shield on your back, you still move slow, even if you had like a, you know, a tack knife, a Magnum tack knife. So there's the little Nemo spray right there again. So I don't know if that's true. Please confirm or deny if that is true. Confirm or deny, right? Please confirm or deny that if it's true. But I've noticed that I do move slower in my assassin class, which is kind of deflating. So if that is true, I'm not sure. I think looking at this video again, it looks like I'm moving slow, but it looks like I'm moving fast at some parts when I'm aiming outside too. So let me know about that. Wrapping up the MP7, the pro is that the extended magazine is obviously a pro. The second pro that it has is that the fire rate is really, it's at 895, so it is actually pretty fast, so you don't need rapid fire for it. And the most attractive, here's a little Nemo spray right here again, but the most attractive feature for me is that this gun has basically no recoil. The recoil profile, it's hard to explain where the gun bounces, is always to the top left, okay? And so there's basically no recoil. It's basically like the shortest range assault rifle, but the longest ranged submachine gun, if that makes sense. And with range, actually, watch this. I slowed it down so I get a triple kill, but for some reason I looked at the kill feed and it goes MP7 headshot MP7, but if you look in the top right corner, it says airborne, get a 2, I can't even read that, kill streak when you're airborne or something like that. But what it says is that I end up getting all pro right there, which is two headshots with 1 bullet, but it didn't show up as that. So I don't know what happened right there. But like I was saying, this has the best range because you can actually aim it almost as far as an assault rifle. So with the range attached or proficiency, very, very deadly. Anyways, I talked way too much. Final score was 49 kills, 4 assists, and 8 deaths. So hopefully you guys learned a few things from this. Other than that, MP7 is a beast gun. Go use a token on it. I've been Justin. I'll catch you guys later. See ya.